So let us not glorify something which is completely anti-India with father of the nation.
No, only particularly with reference to where he says, my death for the sake of the nation.
Your Lordship knows the difference, my Lord. The
That was only-
circumstances are different.
My
The
brother,
context is different.
my brother was referring to this
Yes,
was
yes,
the
my
last
Lord.
speech
Let
of
that
Gandhi.
not become tomorrow's headline
Gandhi.
that your Lordships compared the petitioner with Mahatma Gandhi.
See, we are asking
Gandhiji
him.
never preached, my Lord, any.
See, we asked him, this is what he has said. How do you compare this with that?
Yes. He says Arab Spring like a situation in our country. That means he is aware what happened in Arab Spring.
Everybody knows.
Yes.
Not something that he was disclosing for the first time.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
About Arab Spring, it is not that he was disclosing for the first time that such thing had happened. It had already happened.
It happened after his series of such tweets and the
He is
announcements.
making reference to some agitation called as Arab Spring, which had already happened.
Elsewhere.
It's elsewhere.
Elsewhere.
But it's not that he is disclosing for the first time and making it known to the
He is
younger
saying that
generation.
such a situation will happen. It will erupt here and he is instigating to do that. By setting this one officers into fire, people can change it, and the similar to that of Arab Spring, the agitation can happen. All right, if you are not satisfied with the particular ground, you, by virtue of section 5A, kindly go to the other one. Even one single incident supported by some material is sufficient. Then the detention order can be sustained.
Yes, tell us.
Yes.
What is that one incident?
Yeah, there are multiple incidents.
These are the multiple incidents.
No, that is in Annexure A. Now kindly go to next paragraph. There are multiple things I'll point out. On September 10th, during his public speech at NDS Memorial Park, the venue of his hunger strike, so and so invoked references to mass agitations in Nepal, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. What was the requirement to refer to the Nepal agitation in such a neighboring country? Detrimental to the interest of the nation. What happened in Nepal, everyone knows. Still he refers to Bangladesh and such things will happen. Adding that the masses can bring changes and changes may come even if one person dies. So and so again gave the reference of Nepal during an interview to Ladakh Express on 11 September NDS Park, stating that youth say that they do not want peace and Mahatma Gandhi's path is not necessary. People are not scared of the security forces deployed, and if people come out, worse may happen, and many of the leaders will not get away to escape. Notably, this was translated into actions by protesting mob on September 24th, when it specifically targeted office of one so were planning to attack its leaders as well. So this he instigated, that led to, that is the assumption of the conclusion arrived at by the officer under the act, authorized under the act, to come to a definite conclusion that by virtue of this particular speech, the violence erupted there. Let apart the para 3, para 4, that is an independent ground and independent material that is sufficient to sustain the detention order. Para 5, earlier as well, he exercised prominent influence over ABL and continuously provoked it to be organized agitations in forms of anshans, bunds, and panchayats. In past, such activities have disrupted public order as well as supplies of commodity essential to the community. On the pretext of environmentalism, so and so has been consistently provoking people to undertake activities prejudicial to the security of India and the state. Besides, his provocative activities are also likely to disrupt supply, service, and essential commodity.
In his last speech, this is what Gandhiji said, the last fasting speech.
Yes.
Hence, I urge everybody dispassionately to examine the purpose and let me die, if I must, in peace,
Yes.
which I hope is ensured.
Yes.
Death for me would be a glorious deliverance rather than that I should be a helpless witness to the destruction of India.
Yes. Gandhi speech.
1948, when the communal riots took place, when he fasted. This is what he said. That was his last speech. After that, he was assassinated.
Now, kindly come down to page number 112, para 4.
112, para 4. During a public speech, you are referring to that?
Yes, during public speech in
2024.
24. while counting his foreign connections, warned of making the Ladakh issue an international one. Our internal issue wanted to be raised in the international forums and to make it as an international issue. We may have many domestic problems or domestic issues, but that cannot be taken in the foreign soil, and we can't raise that issue. And such leaders, we call them as our leaders, and he sure goes for that. He makes such a statement on the foreign soil, referring to this one on international issue. He wants to take up our domestic issue. Instigating the people of sensitive border area of Ladakh, he called for non-cooperation movement, jail burrow Andolan, pen down fine, strike by the government employees, and also instigated people to not to let the government offices function. In an interview to digital media, he stated that any region should go wherever they want to through referendum or plebiscites. Is it acceptable at all?
It is not connected to 24/9/2025.
In the next his tweet I'll point out. It is connected to next tweet I'll point out. Referendum and plebiscites. She so and so in media interviews has stated that if the demands of the statehood and sixth schedule are not met, people of Ladakh would not help army with same zeal during a wartime, suggesting potential negative impact on national security. In a border area sitting, says that we will not cooperate with the military personnel. Would it be an acceptable statement for any citizens of the country? He has also made a derogatory statement with respect to Hindu goddess so and so that may not be relevant. Thus, so and so has been making provocative and instigating speeches so and so.
I came only, my lord, because I was told the lordships were pleased to read Gandhiji's speech. My lord, I would like, my lord, after my learned friend permits, the stark distinction, chalk and cheese distinction. Let us not, my lord, glorify, my lord,
No, that is
something
what.
which is completely anti-India with father of the nation.
No, only particularly with reference to where he says, my death for the sake of the nation.
That your lordship knows the difference, my lord. The
That was only-
circumstances are different.
My
The
brother,
context is different.
my brother was referring to this
Yes,
was
yes,
the
but
last
that,
speech
that,
of
that
Gandhi.
not become tomorrow's
Last speech of
headline
Gandhi.
that your lordships compared the petitioner with Mahatma Gandhi.
See, we are asking
Gandhiji
him.
never preached, my lord, any.
See, we asked him, this is what he has said. How do you compare this with that?
Correct, my lord, but your lordship will have to see the context before and after. That's the only thing, my lord, we
We
have.
are not concerned with what may come out in elsewhere. Mr.
No, your lordships
Solicitor
are
General,
not.
we are making it very clear.
This health facade also, my lord, is manufactured and synthetic, my lord, social media facade. I don't wish to, my lord,
We don't go by,
legitimize it saying.
we will not go by
Your
what.
lordships are not going by it, my lord, but the attempts are being made. I don't want to legitimize it. And who is doing, etc. I don't wish to say that.
This is Mr. Mehta.
I don't want to
We are not
trivialize
going
not
into
trying-
all that
no,
social media.
Now say, Mr. Solicitor, why you are trying to make out something ant out of molehill? Why do you want to do it?
No, my lord. It's not an end out of molehill, my lord. I have shown and I will again show, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, possibly, my lord, I could not persuade your lordships to see and read between the lines what he is saying, sitting at a place which is, my lord, a border state
All it.
of China.
That you have
and
already
Pakistan.
You made that submission.
We have
Yes,
already
yes.
made that point here. We have
Yes,
taken
my lord,
note
but
of
your
it.
lordships are only giving a different example.
We-
No comparison between the two, my lord.
You made that
Very-
submission. Detail, you made that submission.
Yes, my lord.
If you say that you don't ask any questions, we will not ask any.
No, my lord, your
No.
lordship's question.
All right. Now that, yes, all right. Please proceed, Mr.
Today, in the Supreme Court hearing on climate activist Sonam Wangchuk's detention under the National Security Act, the centre, represented by Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, strongly defended the preventive detention order, arguing that Wangchuk's speeches went beyond peaceful protest and had the potential to incite unrest. Mehta told the bench that while Wangchuk invoked Mahatma Gandhi's name and non-violence rhetoric, that reference was being used as a cover for more provocative content, and it was not right to equate or compare his action with the father of nation, because according to the government, the meaning and the intent were entirely different from Gandhi's principles. The government also submitted that Wangchuk's detention remains necessary, saying he is fit and hale and hearty, despite earlier health concerns, and opposing his release on medical grounds. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court expressed concern over the duration of his detention and his age-related ailments, suggesting the centre should reconsider the continued preventive detention. Wangchuk's legal team continues to challenge the detention as arbitrary and a violation of his fundamental rights, and the hearing will resume for the further arguments. More updates will follow soon. Thank you.